Should a buyer and seller be in communication directly through a real estate transaction? My advice is no. The reason for this is that both the buyer and the seller have their real estate agents, and their real estate agent's job is to be able to communicate effectively with each other, whatever their clients may need. I've seen a lot of buyers and sellers deal directly, and many times emotions get involved and a lot of times drives the deal in a negative way. Whereas if they communicate through their realtor knows how to handle every scenario that comes up. A recent situation of this was when a seller that I was working with started speaking with the buyer directly, and the seller started telling the buyer how they bought another house and they were so anxious to go and they had to be out by this date. The buyer then used that as leverage and negotiated the sales price. Whereas if they didn't have that conversation, that buyer would have known nothing about the seller's situation, and we would have been able to hold firmer when it came to negotiations. So I would highly advise that the buyer and the seller do not be in communication until the real estate transaction is closed and done.